त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं वरेण्यगुं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं सवितुर्वरेण्यं वरेण्यगुं सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो वरेण्यगुं सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गः वरेण्यं भर्गो वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य भर्गो वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि देवस्य भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि देवस्य धीमहि देवस्य धीमहि धीमहि धियो यो नो यो धियो यो नः यो नो यो नः प्रचोदयात् नो यो नः प्रचोदयात् नः प्रचोदयात् नो नः प्रचोदयात् प्रचोदयादिति प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Adonai Echad Adonai Echad Hashem Vahu Vahishtem Asti Mushta Asti Mushta Ahmai Yat Ashai Vahishtai Ashim Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Bismillah Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Bismillah Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Bismillah Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim La ilaha illallah Allah Allah 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 Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat Om Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatikakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivamupaasmahe Om Sri Hayagrivaya Namaha Sharadindu Vikasa Mandahasam Spurarindi Varalochana Bhiramam Aravinda Samana Sundarasyam Aravindana Sundarim Upasmahe Om Sri Mahasaraswatye Namaha Antananatimiropashantaye Shantapavamachintya Vaibhavam Tannaram Upashikunjaram Mukhe Manmahe Kimapi Tundilam Magada Om Sri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha Gurave Sarvalokanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam निधये सर्वविद्यानाम् ॐ श्रीमेधा दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ श्री साईनाथाय 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 अस्मत्श्री गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। తొలుతన విఘ్నమస్తంచు ధూర్జటినందన నీకు మ్రొక్కెదన్ ఫలితము సేయుమయ్యా నిన్ను ప్రార్థన చేసెదను ఏకదంత నా వలపలి చేతి ఘంటమున వాక్కునెప్పుడు పాయకుండుని తలపున నిన్ను వేడెదను దైవగణాధిప లోకనాయక దైవగణాధిప లోకనాయక एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात्। महागणपते नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते नमो gam ganapati, om gam ganapati, om gam ganapati, om gam ganapati, om Sri Ganapati, om Sri Ganapati, om Bhrim 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 Ganapati, om Gaum Ganapati, om Gaum Ganapati, 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 How many of you are singing Ganapati Ganapati? Huh? These kids. Can you say Ganapati Ganapati? Hey, these boys, say Ganapati. Huh? Ganapati. Ganapati. Ganapati Ganapati. Ganapati Ganapati. Ganapati, 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 Ganapati. Older boys, you're laughing, you say. Anderson, what is his name? No. Sweatshirt, yeah. Ganapati, Ganapati. Very good, yeah. Ganapati, 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 Ganapati. Not Ganapati, 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 Ganapati. Can do. Only 3. Let's make it 4. Ganapati, 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 Ganapati. Oh, the pause for the third one. The black shirt. Say Ganapati, Ganapati. Louder. You have a problem? Okay, next fellow. Ganapati, Ganapati. Ganapati, 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 Ganapati. See, after 2, you can't say Ganapati, Ganapati. What's the problem with human beings? Huh? You know, the parrots also, if you say it, they'll repeat it. Today, what happens is, the human faculties of listening and repeating, even that has been lost. In order to, first, as students, you have to sharpen all your ability to listen, to see, to repeat, and to able to roll your tongue in a way that the tongue touches every part of your palate. Only when the tongue touches every part of the palate, you know palate? Palate means the top of your, yeah? Then there are certain letters when you pronounce, your tongue is touching certain parts of your palate. The sound is coming sometimes from here, sometimes from here, sometimes from the bottom of your navel. And when you are able to bring that sound out from various parts of your body, your ability to intonate, your ability to pronounce, your ability to have clarity of speech will increase tremendously. This is science. This is not philosophy. This is 100% science of improving human faculties. And therefore, when you are unable to chant even simple words, what happened? You have shut down certain impulses that are stimulated in your nervous system. They get shut down. They get completely shut down. After a while, you will have to depend only on Facebook, texting, putting these stupid things in your ear, and you can't even say the words. After a few years, you will not be even able to speak properly your own names. How sad that is. It is sad, isn't it? Isn't it sad? Yes. It is 100% sad. See, God has given us so many beautiful faculties. When I am saying these letters, im, rum, rum, lum, aim, aim, om, aha, kam, khang, gang, gham, chan, cham, jan, yam, pam, pam, bam, 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 tan, than, dan, dhan, nam, yam, ram, lam, vam, sham, sam, lam, ham, sham. These are the letters of Sanskrit. Samskritam. These letters, when they are pronounced, your entire system goes into work, not simply your lips. You see, some people when they speak with their lips. How are you? I'm fine. Yes? They speak with their lips. That's called lip service. When you have to speak, you have to speak with your heart. Now these mantras that we are chanting, how they improve not just your ability to pronounce. These mantras help you stimulate your entire system. And there is no language that has this incredible ability to integrate the human mind, the intellect and the body so perfectly in synchronicity than Sanskritam. With that, one more time, Gam Ganapati. Now this time you want to try? You want to try at least? You want to try? No? You don't want to? Okay, why is this fellow laughing? You want to try? Give him the mic, he's going to sing along with me. Yes? No? So, when the human body is developing in the womb of the mother, the very first ability that is developed in the womb of the mother is the ability to listen. Right after the 6th month in the womb of the mother, the human is able to listen and also perceive through sound. That is the very first faculty that is developed. I am talking now medicine, science, anatomy. And this is truth. Shabda is the first, which is sound. Then the second faculty that is developed in the mother's womb is what is called sparsha, feeling. That's why when the baby comes out of the mother's womb, the very first thing the baby responds to for the mother is her voice, and the second is her touch. The third faculty that develops is the ability to see. The fourth faculty that develops is the ability to taste. And the next faculty, the last faculty that develops is the ability to smell. These 5 things that are faculties that are developed in our body, they all are very important for us to receive the knowledge from outside. Slowly we begin to gather knowledge by listening. And there were times when there were no written scripts of any of these mantras. The only way human being learned was simply by listening and repeating. Listening, repeating. They have no other way how to actually remember. So only thing they had to do is remember. There were no textbooks. There were no iPhones. There were nothing like that developed. How did the human learn? Simply listening, seeing, feeling, repeating. Imagine the time when there were absolutely 150,000 years ago, when the human race actually started. If they have to learn certain mantras, how they have to learn? The Guru will say, the disciple will repeat. They will say, repeat. And then what the Guru will say, they will ask them to repeat in different ways, different combinations, so that they won't lose the sequence. They will also get the proper intonation. This mantra that we all chant, Gayatri Mantra. How many of you know Gayatri Mantra? Raise your hand. The children. Hey, you know Gayatri Mantra? No? Yes? No? Yeah, raise your hand then. Hey, raise means this, huh? Is this raising hand? Glasses. What's your name? Huh? Vishal. How do you raise your hand? Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. See, now you can't even follow instructions, huh? I say raise your hand, you put like this, is that raising your hand? Raise your hand. Okay, Gayatri Mantra, all of you chant Gayatri Mantra. I will play it for you. Okay, start. Oh. Hey, why you are laughing? Chant. Oh. Girls also, everybody. Yeah, see how Om is said. Here also. Oh. How many of you are even sitting properly? When you sit, if you sit like this, where is the sound going to come from? From here. When you sit like this, where the sound is going to come from? Can you sit with your back straight? Yeah. You don't have to hurt yourself. Just sit. This is the normal posture of the back. When you sit like this, now you are chanting, sound is coming from here. You're saying, oh. That's how you are saying Om. When you sit like this, Om. See how I said Om? Bhur Bhuvah Suvah Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Yeah, they have the advantage of mic. Put the mic away and you chant. Yeah. Let all of you chant, all the girls and boys, please show to the adults how to chant Gayatri Mantra. See, unfortunately, they can't even sit down. You have the luxury of sitting down, yeah? Can you chant properly, please? Because it's very important. Today is a very, very important day when I will explain to you why chanting Gayatri Mantra today is the most auspicious day to chant Gayatri Mantra. And today is your SSC class, for you and for the adults. Okay? Let's chant now. Om. Good. What does this mean? You chanted some mantra now. What does this mantra? Now you can put the mic so that you can answer the questions. Put the mic in front of you, please. What does this mean? What you chanted now, if you don't answer now, the adults are thinking where, because next it will go to the first row. They have to answer. Huh? What does this mean? What does this mean? What we chanted? Om Bhur Bhuvas Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. This is what we chanted now. What does this mean? Seriously?
Say it.
Yeah?
Somebody answers.
What does this mean? What does this mean? Have you ever asked your teachers what does this mean?
Yes, we taught them this.
You taught them.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, you probably didn't do a good job.
You are under pressure. Now the teacher is going to answer. Give the mic to the teacher. She is going to explain.
I thought I explained it before.
No, you do it again. They forgot.
Okay, we're asking Goddess Bhumata or Bhudevi or whoever you want to sharpen our intellect. It's a prayer for sharpening your intellect.
That is the paraphrasing of that meaning of the mantra. What does that mantra really mean? Explain. Om Bhur Bhuvas Swaha.
Ruler of Bhuvaswaha is the ruler of the earth. Mata, Bhumata. Where are the other teachers?
Now she wants the rest of the teachers to help her. I'm not putting her on the spot. Please forgive me if I am coming across as impolite or trying to put... That's not my intent at all. My intent is not to insult anyone or to put them on the spot. My intent is very pure, which is when we are chanting certain mantras, we have the right to know what we are chanting, why we are chanting, how does that help us and help everybody around us. If we don't have that connectivity to that, then what happens is, I must have told you this story before, when my son was very young, when he was 5-6 years old, the first time he went to his class, one of the kids in his school asked him the question. So he came home, he was very upset. And I said, what happened? What happened in the school today? Why are you upset? Well, Michael in my class asked me today, why do you people, Indian, go to zoos every single Sunday? Zoo. Why do you guys go to a zoo every Sunday? And he was confused. And he said, what do you mean zoo? Then he said, well, I went to one of your zoos on the other day. There is an elephant, there is a lion, there is a serpent, there is a peacock, there is a bull, there is a tiger, there are all these, and a monkey. Isn't it a zoo? Hello, excuse me. For an American guy who went to this temple, he saw all these animals. What does it mean for him? It's a zoo. So my son asked me the question, why do we go to a zoo? I could have simply told him, hey, don't ask all those stupid questions, you know. Just come with me to the temple, shut up and worship all the animals. Why you are asking all these questions? Eh? Kya baat hai? Then he will go to his mother, and mother will say, I'm very busy now, go search on Google. This is the status of many of the people, so-called Hindus. Neither they know what they are doing, nor there is a person to explain to them why they are going to this zoo, what is the significance of all of this stuff. Whole bunch of people chanting very clearly, but they have no clue what they are chanting. Absolutely no clue. Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. This mantra is nothing to do with any god. Let me first assure you that. It is nothing to do with any god or any goddess. I will explain letter by letter to you. It's nothing to do with any god. So by virtue of that, what are we praying to? This mantra is actually praying to the light. This mantra is actually invoking the effulgence. Effulgence is a very tough word for you kids maybe. Effulgence means really light. What this mantra really means is that resplendent effulgence. Tat saviturvarenyam. Pervading the gross, subtle and the causal. Bhur bhuvasvaha. Bhur means gross, means what we see outside. Bhuvaha means subtle, what we cannot even see, but can feel. Swaha, causal, which is responsible for what is gross and what is subtle. That life-sustaining force, Saviturvarenyam. Savit means life-sustaining force. Dhiyo yona prachodayat. May that illumine my intellect. Somebody asks you what is the meaning of this mantra? This is the meaning of this mantra. Now what are you saying? There is a light that is all pervading throughout the cosmos. And this light or the effulgence is pervading at 3 different levels. When you are awake, when you are sleeping, when you are in dream state. All 3 different states. And this light that is pervading yesterday, today, tomorrow, the light that is pervading at body, at mind and intellect levels, this light which is your life sustaining force. And this light, what happens if the light is not there? Yesterday I told. What happens if there is no light? Yeah, so what happens in darkness? You can't see. What happens when you have light? You can clearly see. So therefore, without the light, the path is not clear. And with the light you are able to see. With the light you are able to walk. With the light you are able to march. With the light we are on a path. With the light we will reach the destiny. Therefore light is so critical for our existence. And this light is provided by who? Hello, who gives us the light? Who gives us the light? Swami, what Swami? Who gives us the light? When you go outside, who is giving the light? Sun. Yeah, thank you. Yes, you are all clear about that? Yes. Therefore, sun is worshipped as God, period. Sun is the exact God that you need to worship. Now we will ask you a question. Why is sun God? He gives us light. What else does he give?
Light.
Huh?
Energy.
Children. Between 8 to 20. Okay. Why? What else does sun give?
Vitamins.
Vitamins. Tell me how he gives vitamins. Centrum, huh? 50 plus. Yeah. Today I got Centrum 50 plus. Huh? How does sun give vitamins? Yeah?
Absorb the skin.
Then what happens? No, you are right. You are perfectly right. I want you to be clear what you are saying. How does the sun give the vitamin? What happens if you don't have sunlight exposure? What vitamin you do not get?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Exactly. D for divine. And who is making this vitamin D? Your skin is making this vitamin D. Without vitamin D, what happens? Hey, first you get some problem. What problem you get? Then, what else? Hey, Dr. Chapra. What is the symptom caused by vitamin D deficiency?
Fatigue.
What is vitamin D required for your bone growth? Calcium. It helps calcify your bones. Now without sun, you don't get vitamins. What else you don't get without sun?
Skin cancer.
We are over that point. Let's go to the next one. What does the sun? It's very important. Why sun is worshipped as God? I'm coming to that point.
Going to food. Going to food.
For food.
Food. See, a most important thing. How does sun give food? Photosynthesis. What happens during photosynthesis?
Plant absorbs the sun and makes the food.
Yes, he's right. Yeah, he's right. See? Now, what do you do for a person that is giving you so many things?
Gratitude.
Yeah. Do you look at sun? See, the Western people, they said sun is a stupid planet and he's burning all the time. How can he be God? But what did Sanatana Dharma, Vedic Dharma say? Sun is God. Why sun is God? Because he is sacrificing himself but providing so much to the entire cosmos, not just to human beings, to the entire cosmos. If you are burning yourself, but yet you are providing so many things to the humanity, what do you do with that individual? If somebody comes to you and say, I will pay for your college, I will take care of your health care, I will pay mortgage for you, I will give you food. If they say all this, what do you do with that gentleman?
Take it home.
And not to just take him, what do you do with him? You worship him. Because that individual becomes your loving and living God for you. Yes? Yes? Exactly. Therefore, Vedic Dharma said, worship sun as God. Because he is giving so much to you, burning himself. Therefore, such a planet should be worshipped as God. Nothing else. Yes, brother.
I was going to say the sun stimulates the pineal gland.
A lot more things. You can't even describe how many things the sun is doing to help the entire cosmos. You cannot even begin to list. What we touched is very superficial of how the sun is helping us. The sun is responsible, the sunlight is responsible for the functioning of not just the pineal gland, for the functioning of every single aspect of the human anatomy. And it is described in Vedas how the sun does that. It's not described in any scientific text. Science is just beginning to scratch the surface of what the nature does to human being. In fact, in Vedic scriptures, 10 different types of wind are described that sustain the human body. How many types of wind are described in the scientific anatomy? Only 2, oxygen and carbon dioxide. But in Vedic scripture, there are 10 different types of wind that are described. They are called prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, naga, kurma, krukara, datta, dhananjaya. 10 different types of wind. So therefore, we have to revere the sun. And today is sun's birthday. It is called Ratha Saptami. That's why I'm talking so much about sun. S-U-N, sun. S-O-N, sun only takes. S-U-N, sun only gives. You understand? S-O-N, sun is always getting and forgetting. S-U-N, sun is giving and forgiving. Yeah? Oh, that's right. That side is given away. You understand? So today, and this mantra that we are talking about, Gayatri mantra, it is nothing to do with any goddess. This Gayatri mantra is about this effulgence. And tell me, which religion does not worship light? There is no religion on the face of this earth that does not worship light. In Bible, Jesus described God as light and light as God. On Mount Sinai, Moses had seen God as a fire. And in Zoroastrianism, Ahura Mazda, is worshipped as the fire in the temples, and Zoroastrians worship only fire. Fire is worshipped by the Hindus by doing the Homa, the Yajna. Fire is the basis of the existence of the individual. The fire up there is the fire within you. And this fire up there is called the sun. The fire within you is called Vaishwanara. And the fire within you is what you offer your food to, just like you put the material in the fire when you do a worship. Therefore, before you partake the food, you are chanting the mantra, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. God has said in Bhagavad Gita that I am the fire within you, and as this fire, I consume the food that you are offering, convert it into oxygen and carbon dioxide, the oxygen that sustains your cells, the carbon dioxide that is eliminated because it's waste. Now, who is talking about all these things? If you connect to what these slokas and these mantras mean, you have truly learned more about yourself than about others.